Today we will discuss vector algebra. Topics to be discussed: vector and scalar, direction ratios, in short d dot r dot apostrophe s, and direction cosines. Types of vectors: we know zero vector, collinear vector, coinitial vector, equal vectors. Addition of vectors: we know about triangular law of vector addition as well as parallelogram law of vector addition. Then we will study multiplication of a vector by a scalar. At the last we will discuss product of two vectors. There are two types of product of two vectors. One is dot or a scalar product of vectors and another is cross or vector product of vectors. In daily life we come across two types of quantities. One is a scalar and another is vector. A scalar is the quantity having magnitude only and added using algebraic rule. For example, time, distance, mass, current, etc. Vector: the quantity having magnitude as well as direction and added using triangle law of vector addition. For example, displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, etc. Directed line segment: the line segment having magnitude as well as direction. Here you can see line segment AB, which has a magnitude, means it has length, fixed length, and it has a direction. The direction is from this one, means starting from A to B. A is called initial point and B is called terminal point. This is denoted by vector AB. Its magnitude is denoted by magnitude of vector AB or only AB. Magnitude represents here its length. It can also be represented by only a small letter a and arrow above it. Arrowhead is used to specify the direction of the vector. Now position vector. Let P x y z be a point in a space. Then vector OP is called the position vector of point P with respect to origin O. It is also denoted by vector R. Now we can find its magnitude, and its magnitude is given by R, magnitude of vector R or R, which can be found using distance formula for three-dimensional geometry, and which is equal to a square root of x minus 0 whole square, y minus 0 whole square, z minus 0 whole square, which is equal to a square root of x square plus y square plus z square. The angles alpha, beta and gamma made by the position vector R with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively are called direction angles. So this angle alpha, this angle beta and this angle gamma are direction angles. Here this x-axis is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and passing through the origin. And point P is above the plane, and then alpha, beta and gamma are made with the vector R. Direction cosines. Cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma are called direction cosines. And are denoted by L, M and N respectively. In the figure we can see the position of point P. This is X, Y, Z and this PA will be perpendicular to a x-axis. Then we can make the diagram for this triangle OAP and this gives us, we know the x coordinate of P is the distance along x axis to A. So this is x, so OA is equal to x. Here OP, this is O. Here AP is perpendicular to AO. We know OP is R, so this is R, and the angle made by OP, angle made by PO with OA is alpha, so this is alpha. Now we can write cos alpha is equal to base by hypotenuse x by r. Cos alpha is L, so L is equal to x by r. This implies that x is equal to LR. Similarly, we can show y is equal to, here this is OC. OC is equal to, sorry, OB is equal to y and OC is equal to z. So y is equal to MR. This is angle made by OP with y axis is beta. Angle made by OP with z axis is gamma. So y is equal to MR and z is equal to NR. So we can write the coordinates of P as LR, MR, NR. Also we can write x by L is equal to R, y by M is equal to R, and z by N is equal to R. So L, M and N are proportional with x, y and z. Now direction ratios. The numbers LR, MR and NR proportional with the direction cosines of vector R are called direction ratios and denoted by A, B and C respectively. Now L square plus M square plus N square. We have L is equal to x by R, M is equal to y by R and N is equal to z by R. This implies that x square plus y square plus z square by R square. We know that a square root of x square plus y square plus z square is R. So x square plus y square plus z square is equal to R square. So we have the result L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. Now types of vectors. First one is zero vector. A vector whose initial and terminal points coincide. For example, vector AA, vector BB, etc. It is represented by arrow above 0. It has, we can say it has no direction or all directions, but zero magnitude. Now unit vector. Suppose this is a vector A, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So this vector is unit vector A. Here cap above A denotes the unit vector. It is used to specify the direction of the vector. So the vector having magnitude 1 unit. Here we can see vector AB, vector AC and vector AD having the same initial point. So two or more vectors having same initial point. Here co means same. Two or more vectors having same initial point. Collinear vectors. Two or more vectors parallel to the same line. Irrespective of their magnitude and direction. We can see vector A and vector B is parallel to line L, so they are collinear vector. Although they have different directions. Also vector B and vector C are collinear vectors. Although they have different magnitudes. So we can take the example vector A, vector B and vector C. Equal vectors. Two vectors are said to be equal if they have same magnitude and same direction. Here we can see vector A and vector B. They have same magnitude and same direction. We can write vector A is equal to vector B. A vector whose magnitude is the same as the given vector but the direction is opposite to the given vector. We can see this vector AB, and vector AB initial point is A, final or terminal point is B. This is vector BA because its initial point is B and final point is A. This can be written as minus vector AB. Here the direction of vector BA is opposite to that of vector AB, but those are same in magnitude.